Hey y'all, it's Kadisha and I'm back with another video. I want to talk about being grateful because I realize sometimes when we're grateful for the small things, we appreciate the bigger things so much more. And I think I've probably talked about this. However, I don't think I've told you. I probably have. I'll be repeating stuff about my gas tank. And my gas tank, I had to do, you know how they have the newer cars where you have to actually um, what is like pull a latch so it can pop out the tank door, and I broke mine on accident some kind of way, and I was not able to get in it. So the first time I realized it was broken, I'm like, oh my goodness. And the sad part was I was actually really close to E, so I was freaking out a little bit. No, or was I think I was. And so I was freaking out a little bit because I'm just like, I'm gonna be stranded. How am I gonna get this open? And so I went back to my place, and I called my friend. I was like, can you help me get this door open? And so she came and she was trying to help me, and I was like, I think I'm gonna have to break the door because it's just not working. And I'm like, at this point, I don't care. I don't care if the door is off. I want to have gas in my car. And of course, I would care how it looks, but at that moment, I'm more concerned about gas than the way the door looks on, the car. And we ended up doing something, and the door opened, and I realized that it wasn't the latch that was broken. It was more so, it was like the, what is it called? Door. Now I had to order another piece for it, but it's like the thing that makes it pop out. So that had come off some kind of way. And I was like, okay. So I started leaving the door like kind of cracked. But the thing about that is we have just great people in the world that closes it. And so I'm just like, why are y'all closing my door? And you would think like we wouldn't complain because people are being nice and closing it, but they were closing the door. So I'm stuck with trying to get this door open until I finally realized only thing I had to do was like stuff something in the latch part, and I could be able to pry the door open if I had like a card or something like that. So I was doing this for for probably months. I can't remember when I did it, but I was doing it for like a long time because I really had become accustomed to it. And so I was telling my uncle, and he was like, yeah, just buy this piece. This is the only piece you need. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's really easy to do. So I bought the piece, and I'd never tried to do it. However, a holiday was coming up where he was going to be in town. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to, bring it down there so he can do it for me. And I called him and asked him if he could do it. He said, yeah, I will do it for you. And so, he ended up doing it for me. And so like the next time I went to the gas tank, I pressed it and it popped open, and I was just thanking the Lord. And for somebody who are having bigger problems in their life, they're like, why are you talking about being grateful for that? However, we don't realize when we go through situations, whatever it may be, if we find the good in the small simple things, we'll be able to enjoy life, truly enjoy life. And that is what it's all about. I feel like praising the Lord and enjoying what he has placed before us. And I think that was my takeaway, like a lesson for life. If we appreciate the smaller things, how much more will we appreciate the bigger blessings that come into our life? So yes, I wanted to encourage you to enjoy the small things in life. Of course, we want big miracles, we want big blessings, we want all of those things, but take the time to find just the smallest thing. I remember this, I think it was an author, and he was saying at the end of the day, write 7 things that you're thankful for. And if you do, the first day is very hard because you're just like, why am I thankful? I don't have anything I'm really thankful for. But when you actually do it for a couple of days, it's so it's rewarding. And I'm telling you, it gives you a totally different perspective. And not to say that we don't have things that are happening in our lives that get us upset, but when we tend to focus on the good things, we're able to have a better outlook on how to solve those problems and how to move forward with a positive attitude, even in the midst of things going wrong. So yes, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're able to take some from it and be able to apply it to your life. And like I always say, remember to be the change that you want to see in someone else. Until next time, bye.